Stretching my back out here. I got this new thing, this gimmick called
So I'm looking at my phone. I never sent you that.
I found it.
That text.
I got it.
When you said I didn't realize I didn't send it to him. I'm just looking at it, like, oh, that's probably what he meant there, because I actually just did send it to you, so you knew I.
Okay. It's the same thing I found. How is your back? Do you when
my lower back?
Yeah, like I had to get this thing that's on the screen there. It arcs your back, and that's an actual picture of me with my tits. But it's supposed to put the curvature back, like into your spine, which I guess we lose over time from being
No, what
large
happens
mammals.
is that's a work. It's
Okay,
it's your abdominals.
my
Your
non-existent abdominals. So
Yes.
you're saying if you
So
strengthen those,
if you yeah, because so what happens is if your abdominals are absolutely weak, then everything goes into it's like a tension bridge. So everything goes to your lumbar.
so like lower back pain or sciatic pain, sciatic nerve pain. If I did crunches or just by strengthening my core,
Cool.
would that be the right word?
Yeah, you need to. I mean, that would be part of it, but at the same time, since you've already taken your normal posture and put it into that scrunch, you probably already compressed discs. That's why you've got that sciatica.
I find it's worse when I sleep. Sometimes walking around I get it, but I was going to ask you now when you work out and you do back, are you also doing like crunches and the side?
I do. I mean, I train abdominals completely different, like a different. I never like I have a couple of pieces of abdominal equipment in my house, and it's like tonight I've got an ab bench in my garage. I'll do a couple hundred reps when I get home because I've noticed after this show sitting in this chair this long, it's and then going like coming in the house, sitting down and watching TV is brutal.
Right.
And I'm not in the mood to get on the elliptical or anything like that. So just do abs. I can do it right there in my garage. Takes me 10 minutes to do a couple hundred reps.
Right.
So
See, my abdominal gets a good workout through digestion. Like it is constantly working to process the food that I'm eating, but muscularly not
no.
so much. So maybe that's what needs to happen. I'm not saying it's going to. I'm
I
not
saw
doing
an
100
interesting
reps
I
of
saw a
anything
really
when I leave the
interesting thing
show.
about Stephen Curry and how his training, the guys that train him, they like your diaphragm is a muscle.
Mhm.
And by putting sandbags, like increasing the weight of sandbags and putting it on your diaphragm and doing these different diaphragm breathing, uh, it increases your ability to. I mean, forever. It just completely makes you kind of superhuman against a normal person that gets tired. You know,
So
if
for
you never
stamina, you mean for
Yeah,
stamina?
I mean, you never see Curry grab his knees and bend over, and he's in constant movement. Like occasionally you will, but I mean, he's it's just that conditioning of like, do you know what a vacuum is? Like you suck you try to pull your stomach to your tailbone.
No, this is an exercise you're talking about, not
Yeah,
my home
it's
appliance.
like
I
no, it's a
assume.
vac. So for me
I
to
do
do
the
it,
vacuum. Go ahead.
I have to bend over a little bit, and then I suck my abdominal muscles. I suck them like inward, so you're pulling like your abs in.
So you bend over and suck, and that's not called the Sandusky. That's called the
No,
vacuum.
the vacuum.
Okay.
You can look it up, But the thing is if you can vacuum, and then you just when you're driving, if you can vacuum to a song, like hold your vacuum for a whole song, then you just do those little tiny, just mundane things to just stay just cognitive of just not letting your body go to shit.
So well, see, you've uncovered my plan. So the diaphragm, though, like my wife teaches singing, so she's always teaching her students about strengthening the diaphragm, feeling the diaphragm when you're singing, retaining air, modifying what you're talking about. So, like Pavarotti, right, probably had a wicked diaphragm. Yet, so are we to believe that his stamina? I mean, he was 9,000 pounds, but his stamina for singing or for performing
Was a yeah,
was elevated.
was yeah, because of that.
I mean, you couldn't beat him in a. I mean, he couldn't beat you in a race, but maybe could last
But
on
he could
stage.
probably sing it, like hold a note
Right,
longer.
right.
You
Yes,
know.
Sinatra. Dominic was Sinatra used to do his diaphragm exercises in the pool underwater. He would do laps and see how long he could. I guess that's what you're talking about. Retain the air or whatever. Okay, yeah. Starting with a little health and wellness today.
Yes.